Richard Southern joins us now for some sad news for travelers we've had to hear a few times since the pandemic began, Richard.
Yeah, it's tough news for all the airlines, Erica, but I think very tough for Toronto's Porter Airlines because it has not flown a single flight since March 21st of last year. And it has again pushed its restart date back. Porter says it's not going to take back to the skies until at least June 21. It's circling June 21 now as the restart date. We did hear from CEO Michael DeLuce, who said that Porter is looking ahead to summer and preparing, he says, for the possibility of some travel restrictions unwinding. I mean, that's why these guys aren't flying. They do a lot of the business to the States, and, with the mandatory quarantines and all that, it's just not a viable business right now. Of course, airlines, big and small, Air Canada, Porter, you name it, they're looking for a bailout or an aid package from the federal government. And Erica, the Globe and Mail, just within the last few minutes, is reporting that an aid package will be announced as soon as this evening. Again, that's the Globe saying that. So we could have some big news coming in here as regards the airline sector tonight.
Yeah, we'll be keeping an eye on that. All right, many were upset when employers dropped pandemic pay last year. Now at least one company is bringing it back for frontline workers.
Yeah, it's Sobeys, the second biggest grocery chain in Canada. And they say, with the stay-at-home order back on, they're going to be giving a pay bump to many of their workers. Sobeys says that the more an employee works during the government-mandated lockdown, the more money they'll earn, anywhere from $10 to $100 more per week. Sobeys gave an example of an employee that works a 40-hour work week who would earn a $100 bonus. Sobeys says the pay bump was, quote, the right thing to do. We heard on Friday from Longo's, who was planning to give, I believe it was a $2 pay increase to its full-time frontline employees. Eric, I guess the pressure now on some of the other big chains to perhaps do the same thing.
Yeah, it's so important. I mean, those people are literally risking their lives going out to work every day. And finally, a story that's on the minds of many living in the GTA.
Housing, and how on earth are we going to afford it? You and I, Erica, talk about it so regularly about where the prices are. I think it was last week we learned that in March, even a semi-detached house costs more than $1 million. I mean, the prices are sky high, right? And now a new poll finds nearly half of Ontarians under the age of 40 have just completely given up on home ownership. RBC's spring housing poll found 39% say they're never going to own a home, in their opinion. 44% say they have been able to save quite a bit of money during the pandemic, but not nearly enough for a down payment. However, 28% of Ontarians say they do plan to buy in the next 2 years, and the vast majority of them say they're planning to do so to take advantage of record low interest rates that we're having right now.